Hey, you guys. I hope you're having an awesome day. This was like a last minute. I was kind of tired, so honestly didn't know if I was going to do it or not. Um, Let me get my thing going. Okay. Hey. Hey, Marie. Hey, Venus. Hey, Seven. So now, how are y'all? All right, let me write these names down. Marie, Venus. I hope you are all having a good day. Seven, and so now. Okay, last minute, I'm like, of course, I got a new deck, but I haven't had a chance to connect with it yet, so I better wait. It's called Jumping the Hedge. Look at that. And then, like, in the back of the cards are so pretty. Could be better. Oh, I'm so sorry. Look, today too for me. I was supposed to work. I was supposed to be tutoring, and then Eric, our friend who's on the property, said that a couple of my dogs got in a fight. I'm sure most of y'all know I'm like an hour and 45 minutes from our property because of Maddie, my husband, got into a motorcycle accident. And so I had, and he can't use any of his left side. Like he literally is like, has to he can barely get from the bed to the recline. Like I have to help him with everything. So I had to like run to the camper to get the two dogs that were fighting on runners and separated. So it's a crazy mess today, but the best way to kind of get through the stress is by helping other people, right? So it's like, look, I'm exhausted, but let me do it live. let me decompress by helping other people. So suffering from stress, Marie, I think it's in the universe today. I think it's like, life is lifing right now. Okay, read, sweetie. I'm sorry that you're going through it. I know. He's like, and then what's worse is our friend that's living with on the property. Um, he has oh, thank you. I'm here because God asked me to follow the green. Huh. Falcone, what? That's pretty cool. Sorry, I got distracted by that. Look, I need to hear the synchronicities right now because when life gets lifey, it's easy for me to be like, okay, why is this happening to me right now? you know? But I have to remember that that's life. As I tell the Sangha all the time, like this is life. Life is never flatline. So when it happens, I have to make sure that I don't start saying like, why is the universe doing this to me? Because it's not. It's just life happening. Marie, would you like a general reading or specific? And Falguni, I wrote y'all's names down, okay? Thank y'all for being here. Appreciate y'all. Yeah. It's like, what else can happen right now? But I just keep, stay positive, Crystal. Stay positive. This too shall pass. Like, look, my little cliche phrases that I say all the time, I've been clinging on to them the past couple of weeks. I love reading. Okay, let me take a deep breath. If y'all haven't taken a deep breath yet, take a deep breath so we can clear our nervous center, right? Restabilize the nervous center. Marie, I love reading. Guide my cards and my words for Marie. Marie's here seeking spiritual advice. Sorry, I dropped my card. Hey, ALE. Yeah, Falguni, whenever I say your name, okay. Then I have Marie, Venus, Seven, and so now, and then Falguni. Hey, Nahil. Love reading. I'm going to write your name down too. All right, one more card. Thank you, Divine. I'm not in my normal setup. You can see my mom's sombrero from her birthday. All right, but the cards are coming with it today. Okay, so Marie, you have the 10 of Spells first, which you might remember this card before. So it kind of does speak to those stressful feelings. I'm good, Nahil. I am. Today's been crazy. I was just telling everybody about me having to drive to the camper and leave Maddie here because some of our dogs got into a fight. Luckily, nobody got like blood drawn, but I had to move them out of the big pen and onto their own runners. I missed y'all. So I got back and got Maddie situated, and I was like, let me do a live. This is how I can center myself by helping other people. Hi, Marie. So the Ten of Spells is that stress feeling that you're talking about. This card signifies that your energies have been stretched far beyond their limits. The thing that gave you the most pleasure has become a burden. Your fire has burned out. Find your way back to safety and reevaluate your intentions before venturing out again. So it's like, I see that you're feeling the feels. Hey, Carney, y'all check out Carney's channel if you haven't yet. It's exhaustion, burnout, disenchantment, which you did talk about the stress coming in, right? And then the oldest one came out, which is like taking that time out. Like I realized over the last few weeks, like I haven't really meditated a whole lot. I've only read for myself a couple of times. So like really when we're in the stress of it is when we really need to do those things that connect us to source. The oldest one reminds us that having a historical perspective is reassuring in times of trouble. And having a mythological or religious perspective helps us find meaning in our lives, tales, legends, and lore that have been handed down from generation to generation because they're a vital part of our shared humanity. So this is a card of like wise counsel, like what we were just saying, like doing those things that connect you with your source, with your higher power, with calming techniques. It's like wise counsel, religion, mythology, traditions, like learning from our ancestors, like kind of thing to center yourself, right? Because you did have that 10 of Spells first, which talks about depression and disenchantment, which is so easy. When life gets hard, it's really easy to get in that element. And then you have the Starlight. The Starlight comes to reassure you that everything happens for a reason. Look, even I need to hear that right now. Everything happens for a reason, even if we can't perceive it or understand it. Time and distance will bring the pattern to light. For now, breathe in the beauty of this moment and pour out your song upon the evening air. It's like even my friend that's at the property that all these things were happening that were not in our favor was like, let's look at the positive. Because if we focus on that negative, we stay in the 10 of Spells, right? So I appreciate him for like reminding me to stay and find the positive. So this Starlight is the undying hope, spiritual connection to the cosmos. Hey, Synthesized Souls, y'all check out her channel too. She's got good music. And then a fourth card popped out, which is the Keeper of Challenges. Let me see. I think it's kind of like, let me see. I haven't done readings in a while, so I think it's been a month since I even used this deck. The Keeper of Challenges is not evil, but not good either. The wizard is neutral. When he gives you a challenge, he wants you to use your intelligence and figure it out. Keep your wits about you. Look, Marie, I think we're going through some things. It might not be the exact same thing, but look, Bonnie did hear this too. The biggest challenge may be just to face him, approach and ask for help and guidance. If you're going to argue with him, have your facts in order. Seek him when you're in need of a push to the next stage of your journey. This can be a need for cool and detached strategizing in challenging times. If you must do battle for a cause, assemble your allies and calmly determine how to proceed. Use your wits before you take actions. So it's like using discernment on how to navigate the stressful feelings that you're feeling. Hey, Delilah, how are you? That's what you do. Good. It's hard. Look, it's hard. If you're in Florida, we'll be in Gainesville. Yeah, they're going to do like a Latin fest. Yeah, Latino fest. Hey, Delilah, I'm going to write your name down. Thank you, Marie. It's so good to see you. Thank you for being here. I'm sending you lots of love and light, and that both of us can find this wise counsel and this positivity during some of the challenges, right? So thank you, Marie. I appreciate you. That's awesome. Look, tomorrow I only have 2 classes, so I really need to wake up and meditate. I need to meditate tonight. I haven't meditated since the accident, I don't think. And that's really how I center myself. Hey, Delilah, he's hanging in there. We're at my parents' house, which is why the setup looks different, because he can't move. He can't use his left side at all for 2.5 months. So the camper is too small, so we're here. It's crazy, but it's okay. I'm grateful that we have this space to come heal. And we have a friend at the camper with the other dog, so everything's on the up and up. Venus, oh my gosh, you're so right. It is. It's a lot. And then working too, and then today's mishap happening, like it was a lot. You're right. But some days are easier, like the last few days before today were pretty smooth. So it's like this too shall pass, right? All right, Venus in general. Okay. And thank you again, Maria. I appreciate you. Venus, higher power source. I said to you. Thank God, exactly. Like things could be so much worse. He had a helmet on, and his friend said, "You didn't mess up the moneymaker. He has all his limbs." So he will walk again, and that's all that matters. And every day we're one step closer to that, right? All right, Venus, general, higher power source, Venus, general, thank you, divine, thank you, source, Venus, general, higher power source, Venus. Hey, at least since I'm not in a camper, my camera doesn't shake when I shuffle. Venus. Thank you, divine. Yeah, only a few months. Exactly. That's the way we have to look at it, right? You can probably hear the loud truck. We're in Georgia. My parents live in Georgia. Yes, I have missed y'all so much. All right. So you have the child of visions first, which is like kind of like how we're talking about, like you have a really uplifting attitude. And this little girl, you can see her going through the night forest. Sorry, my computer camera isn't the clearest. I have my good camera, but I don't have time to plug it in. The child of visions has been abandoned in the forest. The woods look scary and forbidding to us, but not to her. If you can see, her face is like she's like lit up, even though she's been abandoned in the forest. Everything she sees is viewed through a rosy filter of delight. Her world holds only beauty and goodness, no matter the situation. Her trusting nature expects everyone to be a friend and every story to end with a happily ever after. Her emotions are near the surface, and when her tears do fall, they pass as quickly as the summer's storm. It's like a time of increase in harmony, a gift of beauty, a quarrel forgiven, optimism. Like no matter what life is throwing at you, you're like, I got this. I met with an accident a few days ago. Thank God for the helmet. Yeah, right? Look, so much for the fire horse. That's what I was like, what? I thought this was the year of the fire horse. Everything's burning up right now. That's exactly what happened to Maddie Falguni. Yeah, like he literally got hit by a log truck. They were turning, so thank God they weren't going full speed, but it literally could have been way worse because it was a log truck. And then Venus, you have the forest lord behind that. Wow, Falguni. And Maddie said that morning too, Falguni, that when he got up, he felt like something wasn't right. He said something like he felt that feeling, like you said, like you heard accident. He felt that morning to not get on the motorcycle. But sometimes our minds just are like, oh, it's nothing. But but it could have been a lot worse. All right, then Venus, you have the Forest Lord. So you have two major arcana cards come out. The Forest Lord. The Forest Lord represents the duties that come with great power, protecting his subjects, defending their freedom, and safeguarding their sanctuary. Leadership is a privilege. Authority over others must be wielded appropriately and not abused. Sovereignty comes from within and doesn't need to be insisted upon. The Forest Lord's confidence comes from staying true to his noble nature. It's a card that's acknowledging, I think that you already know this, the power from within. Like you're a natural leader, especially with the Child of Visions coming out. And like you, like even uplifting me by saying this too shall pass. You're a natural leader. You've identified that power from within. Yeah. It connects. And then you have the Council of Animals behind that, which I feel like is these two major arcana is just validating kind of what you're either doing now or have already come out of. When you're called before the Council of Animals, it is a sign that you are ready to face some tough truths. Epiphanies are possible. I feel like you've went through this maybe, or maybe you might still be some, because it's not just a one and done. You may begin to see a new purpose in life. At the very least, you're going to come to know yourself better. This is a self-awareness card. I feel like you've learned to love yourself. It's an enlightenment card, an ascension card, you know, like these go hand in hand, which leads to this happiness even in the darkest of times. It makes sense. Thank you for validating. It's a really beautiful read. And I can get that vibe too. Like, I get that just by you and your, what you, yeah. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. And yeah, keep doing what you're doing because it's a very positive read. And the Fae at the bottom of the deck, the Fae is a very positive card also. Thank you, Venus. Okay, then I have Subin, and Subin wants a general reading as well. Marco, I don't know what that means. That could be like, I'm alive. Like, I don't know. Do I dare look it up? I'm just going to be okay in my, what is it, naiveness or don't, yeah. All right, Subin, higher power, source, creator of all. That's it. You guide my cards and my words for Subin. Call upon their archangels, their spirit team. Thank you, divine. Thank you, source. Subin. Subin. Thank you, source. Thank you, divine. Subin. Guidance, love, alignment. Source. Subin. Whoop. Subin. Whoa. Okay. All right, you have a couple of challenges coming out. So I'm not sure if there's something a little bit deeper going on with you right now, Subin. Marco, I'm not sure if you want me to write your name on the list, but if you can tell me in English, I will. Hey, Sahil, I'm going to write your name down. There's a list going, okay? All right, Subin, the 5 of challenges came out, which is a giant. Look, I feel like the collective's feeling it. You can feel, right? Like we're going through the feels right now. It's like who else said, so much for the year of the Falguni said, so much for the year of the fire horse. No, it's the fire horse for a reason, because we're going to learn how to go through these dips in life and come out on top. Like we're not going to let it get us down. We're not going to let it mess up our positive vibration. We're going to get through it. So Subin, the 5 of challenges. The giant signifies a situation in your life where you might be overestimating your chances against an opponent. Sometimes being quicker in an argument just doesn't work because the other will not or cannot engage in that way. Do not equate slowness with stupidity, and don't equate stupidity with harmlessness. Stay on alert until you know who and what you are dealing with. So this is like a card of like choose your battles. Saturn and Pluto, is that what it is, synthesized souls? Because like today was crazy. It looks like for not just me, but others in the collective. I'm honestly not trying to distract our sweet brainy, but I have to tell you all something. The accident was a consequence of intense shadow work, just some karmic residue. And that's another thing too, is that I know that we all have karmic debt too. I know. And it's hard for me to know exactly where that plays in. But no, you're not distracting. It's okay. It's usually things that we all need to hear. All right. Then you have the Three of Spells, which is a positive card. This is like trying to uplift you it's a manifestation card, right? It's like, let it go. It says this card invites you to beckon the cloaked magician, casting a new spell. Follow the movement of the fireboats on the dark water and envision your own project gathering energy, or even your thoughts and your emotions. Whatever you launch now has an excellent chance of success. So it's like putting your creative energy out into the world. Now, behind that, you had the Nine of Challenges also. And you can see this boy like cuddled up in the tree, the trunk of the tree. This card, like you can see he's kind of scared, right? Well, you might not be able to tell, but his face is like a little worried about. This card isn't really about danger. It's about fear. It's about middle of the night terrors when you are helpless to do anything but worry. At such vulnerable times, your fears can start to multiply faster than you can swat them away. The scariest thing in the night forest is the inability to move safely, not knowing what is nearby. You may be feeling fearful because you are unprepared and ill-equipped to handle your challenges. Face reality during the day so you don't need to flee from it at night. And look, this helplessness and the fear coming from this card, I can really resonate with. As this incident happened, it just felt like everything was on me, right? And I felt that. But when we're feeling that fear, that's when we really need to connect with divine the most, because that's where we're going to feel uplifted, and we're going to remember those things like this too shall pass, and you're always guided, loved, and protected. Oh, Nahil, I'm glad that you're having a good day. Look, that's exactly what I need to hear too, right? Some of us need to have a good day. Then you did have the 10 of Challenges come out as well. Thank you for validating, 7. The 10 of Challenges. So remember, the challenges are the suits of swords. So I see the feelings, right? When the night appears to you, take it as a message that it's time to face reality, cut your losses, and decide where to go from here. In a way, it can be a relief that this is as bad as it gets. like it's gonna get better. When we're in the dip, like there's only one way I can go from here. You don't need to fight anymore or pursue an impossible dream. You get to lay down your sword and walk away. These go hand in hand. Choose your battles. Not all battles are worth fighting for, okay? Sabin, I'm sending you so much love and light because I feel the spread. I feel it. So I'm sending you so much love and light. And look, I'm going to meditate tonight. And maybe if you meditate, you can meditate to recenter. And definitely pray if you pray, whatever your practices are, right? Thank you, Sabin, for being here. It's good to see you. It's good to see you again. God was serious when they asked me to follow the green. So glad. Oh, that's really cool. I needed to hear that too, Falcone. Look, you're gonna make me cry. Because sometimes, sorry. Yeah. Sometimes when life is hard, you're like, God, what are you doing, So for you to say that you needed to, it just knows that God's there, Yeah. Yeah. Delilah, somebody that I know in my sober program, I'm always like, I'm sorry I'm such a crybaby. She's like, no, crying cleanses our soul. So anyway, sorry, that came out of nowhere. Yeah. Okay, so now. All right, so now. That was yeah, and I'm glad that I can still help others, and it helps me to help y'all. Niall said, so we all quit now, right? Yeah, it's okay though. Yeah, it needed to be released. You're right. It did. Today's been a day. All right, so that means a lot to just know that, you know, no matter what, we're all connected, and God loves us. It just sometimes when we go through the shit, it feels like, what's happening? You know. All right, so now let me see. Oh no, that's not so now. All right. Okay, now that I got that out of the way, I'm sure I'll probably cry again before this is over. All right, so now, did you put in the chat? Yeah, it needed to be released. Thank you. Did you put in the chat, so now what kind of reading you wanted? Don't worry, all your stress is going to be all right. Your predictions are actually very, thank you. You know, and that's how I know, like, my mom was asking me last night about it, because, you know, around here, tarot's not very common. And so she was like, how did you become a reader? And I was like, I was just going through a dark time in my life, and I couldn't find God in church. I felt God, but as soon as they started talking about hell, I was like, that's not the God I feel. And so I was like, I just tried to get a tarot reader one time, but they're so expensive. And so I was like, let me start reading on my own. And I told my mom, I was like, actually, usually when I read for myself for the longest, and it just kept lining up. And so I knew that if it helped me, it could help other people. So I told mom, I was like, I read for other people. And most of the time, I don't think I really ever have anybody that tells me, like, that's not what I'm feeling. Or I was like, so I know it's God. It's not me. It's God, you know? Okay. All right. So now, do you want a general or a specific reading? I told mom, I was like, if you want me to read for you, let me know. I think she's still a little scared, though. Like, my dad had a tarot reader tell him a long time ago. Like, she made predictions, and he's like, this scared me, like, because they all came true. But, like, the prediction was like, someone you love is going to die. I'm like, Dad, that happens to all of us. Like, everybody loses somebody they love eventually. Anyways, maybe my thing's lagging. I have So Now and then Falguni, but So Now's there. Do you want a general or a specific So Now? I don't know if I lost you. Hey, Diane. Oh, a general. There you go. Hey, Diane, I wrote your name down. She needs to get on the live. Look, she's over there. I'll tell her, come over here and watch, Mom. She's so funny. She's like a little 5'2" Latino woman. All right, So Now. Higher power, source, creator of all. Listen to guide my cards and my words for So Now. So Now is seeking spiritual connection. Thank you, divine. Thank you, source. So Now. So Now. Oh, you got the child of visions too. So Now. That little girl is so sweet. Like, she's just running through the night forest all happy. So Now. Thank you, divine. Thank you, source. So Now. Oh, wait, where'd it go? It didn't flip all the way, but there it is. And the Ace of Spells. So Now. Thank you, divine. Thank you, source. Okay. I wrote your name down. On break. Look, that's why you're getting all these feel goods, huh? Hey, Shrad. Look, I needed a gorgeous right now, as I have like no makeup, a red face, crazy hair. Thank you. I needed that gorgeous. All right, child of visions. I appreciate y'all. You might have heard me read the child of visions for Venus. She's just the happiest little girl, been abandoned in the nighttime forest and like living her best life. She's abandoned in the forest, but the woods look scary and forbidding to us, but not to her. Everything she sees is viewed through a rosy filter of delight. Her world holds only beauty and goodness, no matter the situation. It's a gift of beauty. It's a quarrel forgiving. It's increasing harmony. A childlike mentality. Oh, thank you, Shrad. That means a lot. And then you have the Ace of Spells behind that, which is a new beginning card. Let me get to my aces. And I really love the Ace of Spells because it has a wyvern that adds a touch of like oomph to it, you know? Right? The wyvern's gift to you is a wizard's staff. The power of the staff depends entirely on the person who wields it. A wizard's staff without a wizard is just a stick. So it's like validating that you have the power. Intention is everything in magic, and the staff directs the wizard's will toward the desired outcome. Your wyvern has added a bit of dragon fire as an extra energy boost. The rest is up to you. So it's like a new sense of purpose, fearlessness, confidence, a burst of energy. It totally goes in line with this first child of visions. And then you have the Six of Visions. I feel like you're really getting in touch with your inner child because the Six of Visions is the same kind of idea. It's like remembering fairy tales. It says, when we grow up, we're expected to put away childish things and settle down to take life seriously. But we are never too old to live an enchanted life. The card is a reminder that the child you once were is still part of you. What was magic then, which is coming in the staff, what was magic then is still magic today. All we have to do is open our mind to it. Your old friends from books and your imagination are close at hand, waiting for you to come for a picnic by the river. Yeah, I really like it. Nostalgia, and you've got 2 children in your read. So I have your name down, Shran. And then you had a 4th one come out, which is the 7 of Spells. And if I feel like it's such a positive read, and so I don't think this is much to it, but it is a card of like don't stoop to other people's level kind of thing. So you can see this wyvern. Look, and you have 2 wyverns in your spread. You can see this wyvern over these gnomes, and so these gnomes the gnomes represent lesser forces. The lesser forces that may be rallied against you, you're the wyvern. But it says, don't stoop to their level. Do not return fire. And so the gnomes could be anything of a lower vibration, your own ego sometimes, other people like around you that might like to gossip, or anything that brings you down a notch. It's like, don't worry about that. It says, don't stoop to their level and do not return fire. There's a very good chance that their ideas are misinformed. Wait for tempers to cool and then find common ground and work towards peace. So yeah, like trivial things like, but these are like really, like these 2 are like childlike, nostalgia. And then the fact that you have 2 wyverns is really cool. Yeah. So I love it. It's a good read. So now, thank you. All right. And then Falguni. Green dragon, damn, that would be me. Yeah, right. The 2 dragon, look, and the reads for other people often connect with because we're a collective. So a lot of times they resonate. I like that. That's good. It's hard sometimes to not engage. That was another thing that happened today. At the property, our friend that's taking care of the dogs has a bus there, and we have a camper. And of course, these people around the property have complained before. They complained whenever we brought a shed on the property, even though we didn't have to have a permit. Hey, Sterling. Then they complained as soon as we brought the camper, even though we already had a permit. And then they complained that the tax guy came today, not the tax guy, but the county guy came today to talk to our friend about the bus. And he was like, I'm living in the camper and taking care of their dogs while Maddie's sick or hurt. But it's like, those lesser energies are the gnomes, right? And like, we just can't, like, I was really upset about it. I'm like, dude, you have so much money. Why are you worried about our little camper on 9 acres? Go live in your mansion. And I was like, I had some resentments. I had to pray for them on the way home today because our friend called me and was like, so this just happened. And luckily, the county guy is not going to give him too much of a hard time. He just said, he told him to do a few things, and then I was like, I don't get it. Like, you literally look across the street and there's another property that has all kinds of random stuff around it, but I don't know what the deal is. But it's something for me to work through. It's the gnomes. It's the lesser forces that I don't need to engage with. All right, Falcone, do you want a general or specific? And hey, Sterling, if y'all haven't checked out Sterling's channel, go check it out. He's such an amazing brother of ours. I hope you're doing good. I've already cried on this live. You might have missed it. Is that a cat in a box? Thank you, so now. There are delays. I know divine intervention is at play, but sometimes it's tough to get through the day. You're right. I just want my guides to give me something to aim to. Oh, I feel you on that one, Falcone. I said you guide my words and my cards for Falcone. Falcone's here seeking spiritual connection through some of the tougher times. Falcone needs something to anchor to. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Source. As I see the white heart on the bottom of the deck, it's and Mother Gaia. Falcone. Thank you, Divine. Oh my gosh, that didn't take long. Okay, stop. You've got more than just one thing to anchor to. Like 4 major arcana came out, like within just 2 of them were on the bottom of the deck, and I felt called to pull them. And then I don't know if you could see it, but I barely went to shuffle and 3 popped out, 2 more of which were major arcanas, and then the 4 of challenges. I'm going to start with the 4 challenges because this signifies the tough times. It's a blossoming tree within the winter. And I want to read it because sometimes I feel like it just comes out better by reading it. So you can see the ability to blossom even in the winter, right? The card shows that there's an opportunity for you to find some peace, even if you still have challenges ahead. Determine what sanctuary would look and feel like, and then insist on availing yourself of it. When you're in the midst of conflict, taking a time out can often lead to greater clarity and a solution to the strife. There's nothing to be gained by pursuing the problem right now. So it's like sometimes it's like just let it go for today, right? This is Anthony. I can read for you if you want to find out. Cat in a box is my spiritual animal. I love that, Sterling. All right. And then about the major arcanas that came out was the white heart. Christians killed the people that used it. Okay, what are you on about, Antony? I called you Anthony, but it's Antony. Okay, I'm gonna boot you out, love. So I don't know what you're on about, but this is a loving place. Okay, sweetie. Bye-bye. All right, the white heart. The edge of the deep forest stands an invitation to enchantment. When you see a pure white deer, you are being called to follow it. And only the foolish would ignore such a beckoning, because the 0 card is the Fool. This is the new beginning. Mysteries await you according to what your soul needs for its journey. There are surprises around every bend in the woodland path, and often there's no path at all. The white heart opens a portal into the wild, and your own wild heart responds. This card is the numbered 0 as the Fool, and it symbolizes the start of a new adventure that is undertaken with pure and innocent heart. And the pun is follow your heart. And then you have Mother Gaia coming out. The Green Mother is the embodiment of feminine power. She represents sexuality, the world of the senses, and unconditional love. She is the essence of fertility. Call upon her. You know, the fact that you said follow the green and then the Green Mother came out, I just realized that. Call upon her when you need an increase in earthly support, a creative push, or healing, or comforting care. The Green Mother wants you to remember that what you nourish is what will grow. So pay attention to where you put your energy. Yeah, right? Green all over. Oh, boy, the spammers are coming in today, hot and heavy. Lower vibrations. Those are the gnomes. Hey, Himesh, of course. And then you have the Fae. I have to read them because they all pumped out, and 4 of them being major arcana. The fairy wind is a powerful sign of ultimate success. Only the most fortunate see the fae, though many have felt their passings. They will pick up speed for you now, and your endeavors will flow swiftly toward a positive outcome. Continue forward with increased confidence. And then the last one that came out is the Forge, which is alchemy. And alchemy is painful. You know, this, I was just talking to my mom, and she was like, kind of asking about what I thought about how we were made and what I thought God was. She was asking me these deep questions. And I talked about alchemy, and I was like, Mom, I was like, when an awakening happens, it's like we go through, or multiple awakenings, we go through the fire and the water. I was like trying to explain, like when they make swords, you know. So the forge represents the blending of elements to achieve balance. Time spent in fire must be balanced with time in water. The blade is stressed by the flames, then blessed by the living water. Combining stressing and blessings results in strength. So you, my dear one, have something to anchor onto, hopefully with that. I wish I could just like take a picture of the spread and send it to you. It's a beautiful spread. Like just looking at it, like it's amazing. So you're so in connection. And it was beautiful that you shared about follow the green. I need to remember that too. Follow the green. I'm stripped off of everything I knew just to ascend. Painful but liberating. You're so right. I don't know where I'm headed, but I just wanted to know if my heart is in the right place. My heart. Follow your heart. The white heart. Instead of being called the fool, this is called the white heart. And it says follow your heart. Oh, Falguni, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. It's so beautiful. I needed to feel all that too. Just to be reminded, when life is lifey, listen to my own little sayings, right? My own little mantras. All right. I have ALE, Nahil, and then Harjeen. Let me check on Maddie real quick. And then ALE, if you're here, put in the chat specific or general. Give me 5 minutes. Okay, everybody's okay. All right, Nahil, I might have lost ALE. So Nahil, do you want a general or specific? Oh, Sahil. Yeah, that's Nano. Nano is Nahil. That's Nahil. That's Nano's real name, Nahil. And then Sahil, I have Nahil, Harjeen, Delilah, and then you'll be next. Okay, Sahil? I have like 4 people in front of you if you're able to wait. So I know my man in my work. I don't know if he is the one. Okay, wait, what? So I know, man, I'm in my work. Abraham. So you're like, are y'all talking? Are you starting to talk with this person, Nahil? Because I remember you talked a lot about dating. Are you like, have you told him, like, do you think it's a thing or might want it to be a thing? Nahil. This person at work. Ibrahim? Nahil. He is trying, I think. Okay, so you want like a love reading around this person, yeah? Power of Swords, Crater Law. I said you guide my cards and my words for Nahil. Nahil's here seeking spiritual advice and wisdom surrounding this person. Huh. Okay, I heal. Okay, divine, thank you. I heal. Spiritual advice and wisdom surrounding this person. I heal. I heal. Spiritual advice and wisdom surrounding this person at work. Is it a thing? Will it be a thing? Thank you, divine. Thank you, source. I heal. I heal. Spiritual advice and wisdom. I heal. I heal. Ow. I don't have my normal desk to collect the cards for me all the time. It's like a freaking bedside stand. Hold on. There we go. It seems yeah, it's a weird reading, Nahil. But you said you've had a really good day. So I don't know if this is overarching energy or what. That seems a difficult one. You have the Six of Boons. So I don't know if this is surrounding this person or something else going on in your life. So basically this woman she like lost her way at nighttime and it's really cold. So when there was no path, she just gave in. And then these patter of paws came through to warm her. So it says there is kindness to be found even in the bleakest situation. The world is full of gentle, furry creatures with big eyes who want to help and comfort you. Be ready to receive unexpected assistance and selfless care. Your situation's about to get softer. Okay, now maybe it makes a little more sense. It can be a card of like turmoil, but when it's saying like, be ready to receive unexpected assistance and selfless care, your situation's about to get softer. It's like generosity. So like, is he like flirting, like giving the flirty vibes? Because maybe it is him coming in to like coddle you, right? But what's weird is you have the 9 of challenges behind that. I'm almost wondering, is he like a pretty happy person or is he more kind of like, you know how some people can kind of have a tone about them where it's kind of like disenchanted kind of vibe? Or maybe it's I don't know, like maybe your disenchantment with dating. I'm not sure because the 9 of challenges is like that of fear. It says it's not about danger, but it's about fear. It's about middle of the night terrors when you're helpless to do anything but worry. I know before you've worried about dating, so it might be centered around that, but I don't know if you're still feeling that. At such vulnerable times, your fears can start to multiply faster than you can swat them away. The scariest thing in the night forest is the inability to move safely, not knowing what is nearby. He was engaged but broke up. Oh, I see. You may be feeling fearful because you're unprepared and ill-equipped to handle your challenges. Face reality during the day so you don't need to flee from it at night. Maybe like I feel like, especially because behind that's the 4 visions, and you see how it's another guy. It just happens to be a guy. In tarot, there's no gender, but I feel like maybe this is his vibe. Or if you're still feeling worried about dating, I don't know which one. I'm inclined to say maybe it's his, especially if he was engaged and just broke up. The 4 of Visions is a card of disenchantment. And yeah, if you were engaged and now you're like single, it's like this card says, have you forgotten where you left your bliss? Maybe you've been hoping for an emotional lottery win or an earth-shaking epiphany to awaken your enthusiasm. The truth is, lasting happiness is made up of small moments. It is just a matter of opening your eyes to the wonders around you. It's a card of like dissatisfaction. And with the fears, he was showing interest on me. Huh. See, the Six of Boots is like a positive card. But I almost wonder if because he was engaged, if y'all do choose to move forward, that maybe this is what could happen. Or I don't want to speak it into existence, I'm not sure. But the Nine of Challenges is facing fears, and the Four of Visions is like disenchantment. So I'm not sure if it applies to you or to him or to what could happen in the relationship. I'm not sure. That's a hard one. And then you have the Hermit on the bottom of the deck. I feel like, yeah, there's going to have to be some meditation on this one. He will be like a friend. Yeah. I feel like you're going to have to really do some meditation, some prayer. I do that two-way prayer where I ask for guidance from a higher power. Like, should I pursue this person? Or, and then write back, think like as what my higher power would say or what I think they would say, But yeah, this is a good card about like generosity and selflessness. But these are throwing me off. I don't know if it's him because he's, going through the breakup, or maybe you and your fears around dating. But with the Hermit on the bottom of the deck, I would definitely do a lot of prayer and meditation over it, and follow your heart. Don't let your head run the show, right? Try to listen to your intuition because we have discernment around it. Like, what does your gut tell you about the person? And listen to that instinct. I don't know if you were here, but Maddie, before he got into his accident that morning, he said he felt something was off. And he got on the motorcycle anyways, because a lot of times our brain will be like, oh, you're crazy, quit thinking, and he got on the motorcycle. So listen to your intuition. Maybe that's why that Hermit's coming out. All right. I wish you luck, though. I hope that whatever's meant to be for the higher good will be. It's good to see you again, too. Thank you for waiting for a reading. I know you'll have to wait a while. Thank y'all for being here. All right. Then I have Harjean and Delilah. Harjean and then Delilah. Thank you. Let me see if they're on. I don't know if it's delayed or not. They have to leave. There's Harjean, Delilah, and then Sahil. Harjean, a general predictions. All right, higher power stores, creative ball. I sent you my cards, my words for Harjean. Seeking spiritual advice, wisdom, and connection. Thank you, Source. General predictions. Ooh. It flipped all the way, and I don't know which one it was. Okay. It did a 360, and I can't see which one it was. Harjean. There it goes. Oh. Harjean. Another dreams about. Okay, Harjean, your dreams. Okay, I'm not sure what your dreams are about. There's 4 that came out, 2 of them being challenges. So you heard me read the 9 of challenges even just now. A couple of people had it today. And so I don't know if maybe your dreams are causing fear, but these 2 particular cards of challenges are that of fear. So the 9 of challenges is that one you've probably seen just a minute ago. And it's not about danger, it's about fear. So it's like when we feel helpless, middle of the night terrors. And it's like whenever we overthink things, our fears begin to multiply. Like we make it worse than what it really is sometimes. No, Shrad, you didn't. And it says you may be feeling fearful because you feel unprepared or ill-equipped. And it says nightmare. I want to know the dreams about the things I see before. Was it a nightmare or a good dream? But this is a card of fear. So if you have any, like our ego likes to tell us sometimes, like we like you can't do this, or this is you're not supposed to do this. It's like acknowledging those shadows. And then you have the 3 of challenges. So the 3 of challenges is a card where, let me find it. This man, so basically they don't have any, everything good and bad. Deja vu. Right. Yeah, right. The 3 of challenges. So this man, basically at home, there was no food and he felt like it was a better end to the kids' life. So he had 2 kids and he was like, instead of starving, he felt like leaving the kids in the forest was an easier, quicker demise. So you probably heard a tale like this before where children have been abandoned in the forest. But however, in stories, they frequently do quite well for themselves. But the brutal betrayal is not easily overcome. The card signifies a hardening of emotions and fateful decisions made in a moment of weakness and fear. It is a warning to protect yourself, and it also cautions against hurting others. So this is like, okay. So this is a card talking about fears and acknowledging them. And then this is a card about making decisions out of fear. So this is higher power saying, like, it's kind of like whenever my husband and I were in limbo with jobs, I would in the past be like freaking out, like, oh my God, what are we going to do? Let's pawn this, let's sell this, and freaking out instead of just letting God guide me. And like now, as I've had my like first awakenings, whenever we were in limbo with our jobs, I was like, no, let God lead me. And like even though our paychecks are less than before, we have food, we have shelter, we have the things we need. You know what I mean? So I feel like these first 2 cards are asking you, Harji, to acknowledge those fears that are maybe guiding you and to try not to make decisions out of that fear-based mindset, to let go and let God. I'm a Pisces. Sometimes I have dreams that come true, like car accidents. Yeah, I know that can happen. Yeah, I can imagine, Venus, that you are, yeah, I can feel that off of your reading too. That you have a connection. And then Harji, 2 of Boons is a card of balance. So behind that, you have 2 of Boons. And it's about balance. This card is warning to not take on more than you can safely balance and attend to. There's something called the lazy man's load, where a person piles on the cargo to avoid having to make a second trip. This rarely ends well. Work sensibly and give your full attention to your endeavor, or all could be lost. There are hidden influences like that troll under the bridge waiting for you to slip up, those lower vibrations. So it's a card of balance. And the 4th card that came out is the Child of Vision. So higher power wants you to go through those fears like this little girl. This little girl is not scared at all about the nighttime. The little boy in the 9 of challenges is terrified. So God wants you to let go and let God, balance, and live as fearless as we can, even in the hard times. So we gotta find the balance and let go and let God to move from the 9 of challenges, living a fearful life, to the child of visions, where it's like, God's got me. I'm okay. God's got me. I just got to find the balance, right? Thank you, Harjean. Don't try not to worry too much. Hey, Mama. That's Mom. The people are, you okay? Yeah, I told Daddy would do easy. Yeah. Love you. Yeah, you have the 6 of challenges on the bottom where she's like getting away from the wolves. Yeah, she's like getting away from that fear. I had seen that when my wife died 10 years ago, and I had told her that 3. Wow. So you had a dream that she was going to die, and then she died? Wow. Yeah. Whoa. Well, yeah, that's like, try your best though to not let your dreams make you fearful though, because we can't control, everything. We have free will, but even though it's hard for us to explain why some things happen, we just have to let it be. So if it's going to happen, there's nothing we can do to change it, right? So if you find that your dreams are making you scared or fearful, try to remember that the things that happen in our world it's just we're not meant to understand it. It's way bigger than us. You know what I mean? So that's huge. That's a lot. I'm sorry that happened. And I'm sending you so much love and light. And a lot of balance, right? Meditate, pray, balance. Excuse me. All right. Thank you. I appreciate you being here and letting me read for you. Thank you. All right. Then I have Delilah and Sahil next. So Delilah, if you're still here, you're up next. Wow, I don't ever remember my dreams, but I also take like a sleep medicine. I take like a Benadryl. I shouldn't. I was taking sleepy time tea, and when the accident happened, I started taking Benadryl again to sleep, just because I have to do a lot during the daytime. Lots of times I see good things too. It's okay. Oh, well, good. That's really cool. Yeah. Oh, and God bless you too. Thank you for letting me read for you. All right, then I have Delilah might have had to leave. I don't know. Delilah usually stays. Maybe they left. I know Sahil's still here. I got you. Yeah, after Delilah and Sahil, I have you, Diane. Thank you for being here. And then if Delilah left, Sahil, you can tell me, did you want a general or specific? I think you had specific. It was like love or something, right? Friday night, I had a dream of my dad that he hit the lottery number. He always claimed, and the next day I saw it on a tag number. What? Whoa, that's really cool, Venus. Thanks. You're welcome, Diane. All right, Sahil, any new love coming ahead? All right, so general, but also like about love, like a love reading too, kind of vibe. Sahil, higher power source. 2 cards in my words for Sahil. Sahil is asking for spiritual advice and wisdom surrounding love in general. Okay, guidance. Thank you, divine source. Sahil. Sahil. Oh, there's that one sticking out. Okay, so thank you, divine. Thank you, source. Sahil. Words of wisdom, clarity surrounding their love line. In general, thank you, divine. Thank you, source. Sahil. Oh. Sahil. So you're single now, right, Sahil? You're single? Sahil, thank you, divine source. Sahil. Thank you, source, Sahil. It's in wisdom, call upon Sahil's ancestors or archangels. Sahil. Okay. Okay. So first you have the 10 of challenges, which is one of those like kind of like let down. How do I word it? I don't want to word it the wrong way. Let me read it so I don't word it the wrong way. The 10 of challenges, when the knight appears to you, take it as a message that it's time to face reality, cut your losses, and decide where to go from here. In a way, it can be a relief. This is as bad as it gets. You don't need to fight anymore or pursue an impossible dream. You get to lay down your sword and walk away. You can't win, but you're also done losing. Give up and move on. It's a card of like, if you're trying to control your love life too much, it's like a card of like surrender, right? I'm doing free reads. Yeah. Candle? No, candle would not be spelled. Canned. I'll write your name down. There is a little list though. So the 10 of challenges is like letting go, right? Now behind that, you have the 3 of boons. And when I get the 3 of boons for a love reading, it's usually guidance for me to like you're probably going to find your significant others by like doing things you like with groups of people. Like, I don't know if in your area, like here, there's like people that go kayaking together, but they're strangers, but they meet up to kayak or go hiking together or whatever your hobby is. These friends, the 3 of boons, these friends are here to remind you that even the smallest task, like sorting mushrooms, for instance, can contribute to a greater purpose, especially if it's done with a happy and willing heart. Offer your skills to projects that can use them, and don't be shy about asking others to collaborate on your own projects as well. Many hands make light work, as the saying goes. And it's also much more fun when you work with other people. So it's a card of like cooperation. It's a card of like separate parts that make a whole. Fruitful times and happy company. I think so, Sahil. This is the vibe the card gets, is that when you put yourself out there and doing those things you like to do, you're more likely to meet, a soulmate because you're doing things that you both enjoy doing, Traveling, yeah. If you like traveling, you just never know, right? Yeah, there's free. Yeah, they're all free unless you want to donate and want a longer read. Now, you also have the 5 of boons, Sahil, which is like not being able to see the blessing behind you. So these kids, they're like counting the little bit of food they have left, and they're like really cold. But there's a pathway behind them to there's a pathway of strawberries and a warm cottage behind them. So it says, you may think, who could miss something as obvious as strawberries and snow? But being beaten down and destitute makes it hard to recognize comfort when it is offered. Who knows how many miracles are overlooked? You may be missing one right now. Stop feeling sorry for yourself and look around. So it's a card of like maybe missing something around you, or like if you feel down about your love life or feeling down about something, it's a shift into gratitude instead of victimized, right? Yeah. It's a good read though. I think really, like you said, like travel, get out there and do things, put yourself out there, and you're going to see the miracle that maybe was missed. You know what I mean? I like it. It's going to be good. All right. After Sahil, I have Diane and then Shrad. And then Starling, if you're still here. All right, Canned. I'll do yours in like 3 or 4 people, okay? Hey, Renan, how are you? So is it possible with an? Oh, well, Sahil, I don't typically read like that because I know that energy is always changing. So I'm not a tarot reader that will tell you a time frame, just because you have free will and possible partners have free wills, and all of that can change things. You know what I mean? So I don't give time frames here. Thank you for understanding. I added your name down, Renan. Yeah. Oh, Diane, I misspelled your name. I don't know if Diane's still here. Diane and then Shred. Right, got it. Thanks. Yeah, there you go. Claim it and just go forward with positivity, and you'll meet the right person. You will. Diane and Shred. Oh, there you are. Diane, did you want a general or specific? I wrote your name down. You'll just have to wait until I say your name, Canned, okay? I have 1, 2, 3, 4 people ahead of you if they're all here. Hey, plain old Richard says, hey, Richard, I'll write your name down in case you want to read what's coming for me in March. Okay, Amma. Oh, I was going to say, did you mean to say Amma? Because Amma in Hinduism means mom. Diane, higher power source. What's coming for Diane? Guide my cards and my words. Thank you. Diane, for the month of March. Thank you. Diane, in the month of March, I call upon Diane Spirit. The cards have been flipping so fast like that. They flip all the way, though. Diane, thank you, Divine. Thank you, Source. Diane, Spirit Team, your archangels, they're divine to come in with words of wisdom and clarity. Diane. Diane. Oh, that's bigger than March. You have the Folly, but that's bigger. The Tower is way bigger than just 1 month. Or maybe a small tower moment. Diane, thank you, Source. Thank you, Divine. Spiritual guidance for Diane. Okay. Let me mark your name off. So you have the Folly, and it could be a small, like the month of March, like having a whole tower moment usually is more than just a month, but maybe it's a small one. Or maybe it's starting, or maybe it's ending. I'm not sure. The Folly signifies the ending of indulgent and worthless vanities. It does not always feel good. Most radical changes disrupt one's equilibrium for a time. Step back and look at what you've made and how it serves you. What folly needs to be destroyed so that the true and beautiful can return? It's the destruction of an old for the beginning of the new. A bad idea reaches an inevitable conclusion. And then behind that, you have the Two of Challenges, which is like facing oneself, which can lead to a tower moment, right? You may have gotten into a situation from which there is no obvious positive movement forward. This card signifies a pause for clarification, not about the situation, but about your place in it. You can't go any further on this path until you take a long look at yourself. Stop being in denial about your own faults and failings. Stop distracting yourself to avoid facing the truth. You will make better progress when you are clearer about your true intentions. It's a pause for contemplation. And the pause for contemplation is going to help you tear down the old for the new. And then behind that, you have the Seven of Challenges, which is this card of thieves. And this could be literal thieves or your own ego stealing energy. Because, our ego sometimes comes in and like tries to make us scared or fearful. Hey, Aman, how are you? When these vulpine bandits appear in your reading, something is going on behind your back. Someone's trying to get away with something by cheating or outright theft. It may be in an arena where you feel you are safe, so you've relaxed your vigilance. Or perhaps you're the one whose actions don't bear close to scrutiny. Have you violated your own ethical values? It's a stealing of something. And it could be someone else from outside of you, or it could be within. Our own ego can steal our own joy. But through this reflection, you're going to figure this out. I feel like these are all connected to this Tower card. So, Diane, I think this is bigger than just March. It's my husband trying to cheat me out. Wow. I'm sorry. That's huge. And no wonder you have this Tower card. Like, yeah, that's massive. Dang. Oh, I'm sending you lots of love and light because look, divorces and all of that can lead us into a really low vibration. I'm sorry that's happening to you, and try your best to not let your resentments come forward too much. Because look, just like earlier today, I had to work on my resentments of those people that live, and other acres away from us, all worried about our little 9 acres. I had to pray for them. I've been taught to send them love and light and wish that they can be happy, because hurt people like to hurt other people. So this is a huge moment for you. This is bigger than just March. So I'm sending you lots of love and light, Diane, and that you can find peace in this turmoil. But a new tower will be built through this, and you will know yourself in a whole deeper level. Look at the peaceful times that are going to come. Look how peaceful. That's the Seeker of Visions on the bottom of the deck. This too shall pass. Hey, Delilah, I did call your name. Do you want a general or specific? Thank you, Diane. I'm sending you so much love and light. Okay, you can type it in. And then after Delilah will be Shrad, and then Starling, if Starling got to stick around. What's the truth about me and my dad? Oh, that's a deep one. Okay. Higher power, source, creator of all. I said to you, guide my cards and my words for Delilah. I've been emotionally withdrawn from him. I feel like a piece of shit. Don't. It's okay. I get it. When we're the offspring, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. And sometimes we have to distance ourselves, because we butt heads. If you just knew, I'm just like my dad. What's the truth about me and my dad? I've been emotionally withdrawn from him. Okay. Higher power. I said you guide my cards and my words for Delilah. Delilah's been seeking spiritual advice and wisdom surrounding their dad. Call upon their ancestors, their archangels, to come in with words of wisdom and clarity surrounding Delilah and their dad. Delilah and their dad. Thank you, Delilah. Thank you, Source. Clarity, Delilah and their father. Delilah. There's that one. Aw. How's your mom? Is your mom still in the picture? Delilah and the dad. Delilah and the dad. Delilah and the dad. Call upon her ancestors, her archangels. Delilah and dad. Okay. Is it a good relationship with mom? Delilah and the dad. Wait. No, I can't. Huh. Okay. I'm asking about the mom because the green mother came out, which is Mother Gaia. And I don't know if it means literally finding sanctuary within your mom, or if it's saying finding sanctuary within. It is. I sense tension, but WTV. Sorry, I'm old. What does WTV mean? Okay. Well, Mother Gaia come out. And so that could be mean like finding, I feel like if you distance yourself from your family, it's for a reason. I feel like if you're, even though blood, we have to have healthy boundaries. Oh, what? Thank you, Renan, whatever. It is. I sense tension. Right. So look, don't feel like a piece of crap for healthy boundaries. Okay. I love my parents, but there's been times where I too have had to distance myself for my own healthy boundaries. So if you're coming at it from a place of like protecting your positivity, your health, then that's healthy boundaries. We can be all loving, but also have boundaries. You know what I mean? So it's not like, I don't think you're coming at it from a place of like ill intent. Now, Mother Gaia is coming out, and that's like Mother Nature saying, like, I've got you. Like, see the mom with the, like, that's source, that's divine saying, I got you. The Green Mother is the embodiment of feminine power. She represents sexuality, the world of the senses, and unconditional love. She is the essence of fertility. Call upon her when you're in need of an increase in earthly support or healing or comforting care. The Green Mother wants you to remember that what you nourish is what will grow. So pay attention. No, I'm not. I'm just distant from them. I get anxious with them. Well, see, you're protecting your energy. And that's exactly what this says. It says, pay attention to where you put your energy. What you nourish is what will grow. Now, figuring out why you're anxious around them and how you can navigate that is shadow work that needs to be done, right? But this card literally says, what you nourish is what will grow. Pay attention to where you put your energy. And then behind that, you'll have the Two of Spells. I'm not sure how it applies. I know. I'm just acting like a cold bitch. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me see. The first step of any spell is to determine what you want. So maybe it's like, what do you want out of this relationship? Without a clear intention, your magic will fail. So I think you need to like journal about what exactly do you want out of the relationship with your parents, your dad particularly. Consulting an oracle can be part of the process of beginning any endeavor, or consulting your God, right? Your higher power. You are doing so by these cards. And it says, ask again, go ahead, draw another card. And there's a card behind this one. But this is a card of setting an intention, the beginning of solving the problem or changing the situation. So it's your intention, Delilah. This is Spirit saying, what do you want? Do you want a deeper relationship? You have to set that intention. And then you have the Child of Boons, though. And this is like it's like, I'm wondering, like however it applies. It's like the I think it's Hansel and Gretel, right? The candy house, where like if you pull a piece of candy off the house, like this witch comes out. The lost and hungry Child of Boons can't believe his luck when he comes upon a house made of gingerbread. There doesn't seem to be anyone around to forbid him. There doesn't seem to be but still he hesitates before breaking off a piece. He tries to remember what he's been taught about the proper procedure for magic cottages. Should he eat or should he not eat? This can mean a time of study, impetuous investment, or a sign that it's time to pay more attention to material security and prosperity. And prosperity comes in more than one way than like money. It can be like health and health, Cautious. It's a card of caution. So I'm not sure. I feel like there's a deeper reason why you're being a cold You know, like I feel like you being anxious and being cold, like I feel like there's something deeper there. And the Child of Boons is kind of like, why have you created this relationship like that? What happened in the past that maybe you have to work through? And then setting your intentions for what do you want to do going forward. Okay, but always remember that you're unconditionally loved. Like your higher powers got you. The Seven of Swords. I can't remember off the top of my head. Let me see. That's the Seven of Challenges in this deck. That's the Thieves. The Seven of Challenges. The Seven of Swords. It's the Thieves. Like the stealing of your, well, yeah, you're anxious and you're said like your joy. So what, I don't know what, only you know what happened in your past as to why you're feeling these negative emotions around them, right? And only you can decide what is my intention, and then is it going to bite me in the ass if I go forward? Hey PJ, I wrote your name down in case you want a reading. Like he's fine, he acts nice, but I don't know if that acting, I believe he's actually nice and actually loves me. But what if there's some anger behind that? I'm good, PJ. How are you? Yeah, I think this is, and that's the fact that this is kind of like a warning too. Like it is like, oh, if I take a piece of candy, but it's only for you to decide, right? You have to use your discernment with this one, Delilah. That's deep. That's really deep. And call upon Mother Gaia to help you through this, okay? Because this is really big. Yeah. Use your discernment and your heart and Mother Gaia, your source, to help you decide your intentions with it, okay? I'm sending you lots of love and light. That's a huge one. That's big. I hope it goes okay. I know family is like, it's not easy. Hey Dwayne, how are you? I'm gonna write your name down in case you want a reading. All right, I have Shroud, and then Sterling if he's still here, and then Himesh. You too, Delilah. Thank you. Hey, Ken. Actually, if they're not here, you are next. All right, Dwayne, I wrote your name down. Ken, do you want a general or specific? Thank you for waiting around. Ken. Hey, PJ, there's a couple of people ahead of you if they're still here, okay? I'm almost to you, though. All right, go ahead, Ken, and type in the chat your specific question. Oh, there's Himesh. Hey, Himesh. Okay, Himesh, put in the chat what you want, and I can read yours after Canned, okay? Oh, okay, sorry. Okay, Canned, hold on. Himesh was here first. So hold on, Ken. Let me do Himesh and then yours, because on the list it was Himesh first. Oh, and Canned, are you Mahmoud? Are you that person? Are Canned, is your name Mahmoud? Is that you? Mesh, general reading. Higher power, source, creator, law. Message you guide my cards and my word. Thank you, Cant, for understanding. Message you guide my cards and my words for Himesh. Himesh is here seeking spiritual advice, wisdom, and connection. Thank you, Divine Source. Okay, Cant, if you're new here, welcome. I don't read other people. because I believe in karma. And if this person doesn't want me to read them, then I've created bad karma for myself. So I can only read for you, love, okay? I'm sorry you waited and didn't know that. Oh, 444 beside your name on my thing. Yeah, I just believe in karma, and I don't want to get into other people's energy that's not here to give me permission, okay? Hey, Unk, how are you? I'm going to write your name down, okay? But Cand, if you want to ask me another question, I can still read for you. Himesh, general reading, higher power, source, creator of all. Himesh, I call upon Himesh's spirit team, the archangels, their divine. Himesh. Yeah, of course you can. Thank you for understanding, Himesh. Thank you, divine. Himesh, whatever cards. Thank you, Himesh. Spirit team, archangels, divine. Himesh. Himesh. Thank you, source. Huh. Himesh. Okay. So you had a couple of challenges come out. Oh, happy early birthday, Aunt. It's going to go good, of course. All right, Himesh. So you have the 2 of challenges first, which you may have heard me read for, I think, the person before you, or before that, actually a couple of people ago. You may have gotten into a situation which there is no obvious positive movement forward. The card signifies a pause for clarification, not about the situation, but about your place in it. If you can't go any further on this path, or it says you can't go any further on this path until you take a long look at yourself. Stop being in denial about your own faults and failings. Stop distracting yourself to avoid facing the truth. You will make better progress when you're clear about your true intentions. It's a card of pause for contemplation. And it's crazy that it says no obvious positive movement forward. You've got to pause because behind that you have the seeker of challenges. So I don't know if this is a challenge you've already went through or you're going through now. But the seeker of challenges is like a huge roadblock, like literally. You can see it's a knight standing in the way. An enormous knight stands immovably on the 4th path. The white raven blazoned on his shield and the iron feathers on the black armor declare him to be the seeker of challenges. His war horse dances with impatience. This could indicate a situation that has reached an impasse. Both of these cards say like no movement forward, a breakdown in diplomacy. But it's like you have a mirror here, and then behind that you have the 7 of visions, which is a looking bowl, which is a gazing bowl. Hey, Silent, I'm going to write your name down, okay? Hey, Irene, how are you? I'm writing your name down. So the 7 of visions is also a gazing bowl. So this is really like, it's giving me hermit vibes where it's time to go inward, to do some shadow work, some self-reflection. My name is Raya. I'm an Aries. I'd like to know. Oh, wait. Sorry. I thought I lost who I'm reading for. Hold on. Himesh. Okay. Himesh. The 7 of visions is the gazing bowl, like the mirror. The gazing bowl is telling you that many futures are possible, but nothing has settled yet. The card is an admonition against escaping into delusion. Your lack of direction may be the result of preferring fantasy to reality, which is why both of these are like reflection cards. If seeking divinatory guidance only makes you more confused, stop asking for now. Badgering the oracle will only muddy the waters. If you ask too many questions, you may get too many answers. It's wait for clarity. And this is pause for contemplation. I don't know what's happening or if it's already happened, but if it's whatever it is, Himesh, the fourth card that came out was the sunlight. So it's just like with what I'm going through. I'm going through some hard times right now, but I know that's the flow of life. It's inevitable. Once we go down, we got to come back up, right? So just do the inner work while you're going through this, and then always hang on to the sunlight. The sunlight is a beautiful card. It's higher power saying this too shall pass. When sunlight blesses your readings, be ready to receive good fortune. It's the most positive card in the whole tarot, assuring you that all will be well. Challenges will be overcome, bright visions will come to pass, spells will succeed, and boons of all kinds are yours for the taking. Remember to be grateful. So, yeah, take this time through these challenges to do the inner work, the shadow work, right? And have faith, let go and let God, and this too shall pass, okay? You have to sit still and it will come. That's such a beautiful way of saying it. Yes, something they want to pay attention to. Exactly. Yeah. And then you have the Two of Spells, which is an intention card. Yeah, it's doing the shadow work, clarifying your intentions. Exactly. Thank you for adding that in there, Ankh. All right, I'm Candelage. My real name is Raya. I know, I just keep saying Cand, huh? Welcome. I think you're new here. Welcome. I'd like to know if I have a chance of entering a serious relationship in March and whether my work contract will be renewed or not. Okay. Raya. Okay, Raya. I'm going to try. Yeah, we'll see. With it being 2 questions, you'll have to use discernment as to which cards apply to what, okay? The power, source, creator of all. I want you got my cards in my words for Raya. Aw, thank you, Ankh. I'm listening to you. Everything. It is just God, that it's just God. God loves us all. Hey, Silent. I don't have your name down. You just came in. It's my turn, please. I'll write your name down, though. Hey, Karan. I don't read other people's feelings because I believe in karma. And if I read their feelings and they don't want that, then I put bad karma on myself. But I can do a love reading. But you do have to wait in line. There's a list, okay? All right, Raya. Okay. All right, Raya. Higher power, source, creator of all. I said you guide my cards for Raya. Raya is here to give you spiritual advice and wisdom surrounding. Will they meet somebody? And will their work contract be renewed? So love and work for Raya. Raya. Whoa, that was funny. That sunlight card came out quick again. Raya, higher power, source, creator of all. Love and career. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Source. Raya. Thank you, Divine. Aw, and the Ace of Visions. What? Raya. Thank you, Divine. Guidance for work and relationships. Raya. Work and relationships. Raya. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Source. Work and relationships. Raya. Raya. Okay. Oh, I like that. You got 2 aces, which are like new beginnings. So, Quran, love reading. Yeah, I got you. I've been feeling stagnant a lot lately because of my family, and I got out a couple. So I see, Himesh, the challenges. Aw, God bless you too, Himesh. Thank you so much. I'm sending you lots of love and light through those times. Thank you for validating the reading. I feel you. I do. Emmanuel. Hey, Emmanuel. All right, Raya. So I don't put time frames on my reading. So because energy's always changing, right? So I can say March, but like you have free will to change things, and so does your work and your future partner. Anything can change at any given moment, right? Based on what you think and what you do. But it's a very positive reading, the sunlight being the first one to come out, which you might have heard me just read it for somebody else. It's a very positive card. So it's like higher power saying, I got you. You're going to be just fine kind of vibe, right? When sunlight blesses your readings, be ready to receive good fortune. This is the most positive card in the whole tarot, assuring you that all will be well. Challenges will be overcome, bright visions will come to pass, spells will succeed, and boons of all kinds are yours for the taking. Remember to be grateful. It's just a very, very positive card. And then you have the Ace of Visions ahead of that or behind that, which aces, you have two aces, which both aces are new beginnings. The swan's gift to you is a tiny enchanted pool and a secluded glade. When the water is still, it becomes a magic mirror. All that you desire is reflected here, and most importantly, so is your own true self. You have nothing to fear. Your swan knows that your true self is noble, pure, and beautiful. It's a card of serenity. It's a card of spirituality, kindness, a gift of love. It literally says a gift of love. And then you have the Ace of Challenges. The raven's gift to you is a silver arrow that never misses its mark. Part of its enchantment is in the arrow itself, but the magic is completed through your focus and the ethics of your motive. If your aim is true, you cannot fail. So it's a card of communication, focus. It's like I feel like you're in alignment, like you have advantage. Like with these cards coming out, it's a beautiful beginning to something new for you. It's a really positive reading. Okay. So I pray, I send you so much love and light, because I know jobs and relationships, that's usually what a lot of my readings are around. And you got both of them you're dealing with. But they're really good cards. So this is God saying, I got you. You're good, right? You're going to be just fine. It's going to be good for you. I'm sending you so much love and light. And then the Three of Spells on the bottom, which is like a manifestation card. It's like, set your intentions with the little fire boats and release it. Let go and let God, and know that God's got you. Thank you, Ra. I said it wrong, probably. I said Ra. Raya? Raya, yeah. Thank you. I appreciate you. All right. After that, I had Renan, Richard, and then PJ. Thank you. I like that reading. It's really positive. I love all my readings, but I feel the vibes off of them. So. All right, Renan, Richard, and PJ. They might have had to leave. Not quite yet, Karan. I have Dwayne, Unk, and then Silent. After that, if those three aren't here, then those are my next three. If they're not here, then I have Irene and Karan. I feel like maybe my thing's lagging though. Sometimes my StreamYard will lag. All right. Karan, did you have a general or specific in case those other ones did leave? Did you have general or specific? Oh, Unk's here. Okay, Unk, did you want a general or specific? And so it's like my thing is lagging. Okay, Unk, did you want a general or specific? Okay, Karan, let me do Ankh and silent, and then I'll come to you, okay? Okay, and then let me see what Ankh wants. So let me write it down. So silent is general. Karan. I would like to know this year any chance I'll be in a serious relation, and as in work, I want to be, oh wow, a content creator. All right, Karan, love and career. All right, Ankh, general. Okay, I'm going to do Ankh, silent, and then Karan. And I guess Karan will be my last one, yeah? Okay. Ankh, general, whatever comes out. Higher power, source, creator of all. Aww. Yay. I love that. Look, I was just going to close the list, but of course, let me write your name down. I love that your music's doing good, and you have a channel, right? If I remember, yeah, go check out their channel. All right, Ankh. Power source, creator of all. As that you got my cards and my words for Ankh. Ankh is here seeking spiritual advice, wisdom, and connection. Thank you for the Ankh. Ankh. What? Thank you, divine. Thank you, source. Call upon their archangels, their divine, your spirit team to come in with words of enlightenment and clarity. Ankh. Thank you, divine. Thank you, source. Ankh. Okay. So you have the Two of Challenges first, which is, you might have heard me read for others, a reflection card, right? It's like a pause for contemplation. I feel like this is already passed, though, with the cards that are either coming behind or it might be ego. You may have gotten into a situation from which there was no obvious positive movement forward. It's a card to pause for clarification, not about the situation, but about your place in it. You can't go any further on this path until you take a long look at yourself. So it's a reflection card. It's a shadow work card about your faults, about resentments, about fears. And it's like if you're distracting yourself from facing the truth vibe, right? A pause for contemplation. Behind that, you have the Nine of Spells. This card signifies that you have everything you need to accomplish your intention. You have the skills, the experience, the maturity, and most of all, the will to make it happen. No one can stand in the way of your success now. Mark your territory. It's time to bring forth your full potential and power. It's a mastery of inner gifts, defense against the dark, bringing the shadows to light. And when we bring the shadows to light, we've marked our territory. We've expanded. We've ascended. Now, I don't know if you're single or not, but you have the 10 of Visions, which is like it's a group of unicorns, and a group of unicorns is called a blessing. The group of unicorns is known collectively as a blessing. The blessings of unicorns is not about worldly success or material well-being, but rather about soul fulfillment and bliss. And when we bring the shadows to light, that happens, right? This card is a vision of familial happiness, which can, of course, be any combination. What matters is a commitment to each other in unity and harmony. It's like thinking about what will bring you lasting bliss. Yeah, I feel like there's going to be, or there is maybe some shadow work happening. Like, what will bring you ultimate bliss? Because this is also talking about marking your territory. Like, where do we want to go from here? Hey, Heba, how are you? I hope you're doing good. I'm going to write your name down. I was going to close my list, but I'll write your name down if you want to read him. And you have the wise woman. The fourth one came out. Let me read the wise woman. The wise woman card confirms that there is a core of deep knowing within you. Oh, thank you, Heba. But you may need spiritual guidance to access it. Wisdom takes time, devotion, patience, and above all, the willingness to accept and commit to the path you choose. That reflection, where am I going, right? Determine your territory. Commit to which path you choose. Just read the signs. They're everywhere. It's a pretty deep reading, Ankh. Only you know the deeper meaning of it all, right? But I feel like there's some deep work going within, or either has. Maybe you're choosing where you want to go from here. But the blessing of unicorns, I love it every time it comes out. Thank you, Ankh. I appreciate you. You're welcome, Heba. I'm trying to understand. It's a pretty deep reading. The Two of Challenges is like a shadow work, and I don't know if it applies to your family, like you said, you're in a relationship. Oh, silent. That was for Ankh. But if you understood it, maybe it was, I don't know. That technically was for Ankh, though. Yeah, I don't know if it's around your love life or work, but it's like shadow work, setting your intentions on. It's like a reflection. Yeah. No, you're okay. I mean, if it resonates, a lot of people will listen to other readings and they get messages off of them too. Thank you, Ankh. I appreciate it. Definitely, if you pray or meditate, like pray and meditate over, like, what do I need to see? I'm gonna go back and try to yeah, and then like I even do two-way prayers where, okay, what do I need to reflect on? What do I need to bring to light? Evaluating what in my life, yeah, I would do that for sure. I'm sending you so much love and light. All right, and then silent is general too. Higher powers, force, greater ball. Ask that you guide my cards and my words for silence. The silence here seeking spiritual advice, wisdom, and connection. All right, Irene, I'm going to do yours after silent, okay? And then after Irene, I'll do Karan. All right, silent. Silent. Thank you, source. Higher power, silent. Guidance. Silent. I call upon silence archangels, their divine, their spirit team. Oh, Mother Gaia is coming out. Silent. Thank you, divine. Thank you. Oh, and the owls. What? Silent. Thank you, divine. Thank you, source. Upon the archangels, their divine, their source. Silent. Silent. Thank you, divine. Thank you, source. Okay. All right. In general. All right. Irene, after silent, I'm going to do yours. Okay. All right. You have Mother Gaia first. So I don't know if you connect with nature like that. Like I like to meditate outside when I can. The Green Mother is the embodiment of feminine power. She represents sexuality, the world of the senses, and unconditional love. She is the essence of fertility. Call upon her when you need an increase in earthly support, a creative push, healing, or comforting care. The Green Mother wants you to remember that what you nourish is what will grow. So pay attention to where you put your energy. Yeah, it's unconditional love, generosity, selflessness, giving to others. Then you have the Eight of Spells, which is the owls. The appearance of the owls in a reading signifies news is on the way. It also means that energy is increasing for any endeavor to which you apply your full will and intention. Things are speeding up and moving towards a positive conclusion. Watch for the skies. So it's like aiming towards a goal, news and incoming messages. And then you have the Six of Spells. So these generous doses of worry, magic, and love have yielded a successful hatching. So basically, they hatched a little wyvern. When people are secure in their own accomplishments, there is no jealousy or ill feeling when another has a glowing success. It's like a card of success. And you have the Eight of Spells, which is like news is coming, pride, accomplishments, validations by others. It's a very positive reading. This is like news is on the way. This is like accomplishments. Wow. It's a really positive read. And then Mother Gaia, too. I don't know what you're doing, silent, but keep doing it. It's a really good reading. I don't know. I don't know what you're but yeah, it's really positive. It's news is coming and like accomplishments and pride. I like it. Thank you for letting me read for you. All right. I have Irene at 111 on the clock. Look, silent. Yeah, you're doing something. All right. I have Irene, Karan, Nikolai, and then Heba. But let me get some water and check on Maddie first. Because remember, Maddie's hurt still. So let me just check on him. Give me 5 minutes, y'all. Okay. Hey, JD, you've been traveling. That's awesome. How are you? We have not. Well, we've been traveling to Georgia. I don't know if you heard, Maddie got in a motorcycle accident. All right, Irene, General. Okay. Higher power, source, crystal ball. Such a my cards and works for Irene. Irene here seeking spiritual advice, wisdom, and connection. Thanks. Irene. Call upon Irene, spirit team, their archangels, their divine. Come in with words of wisdom. Irene. Irene. Thank you, divine. Thank you, source. Irene. Oh, cool, JD. Irene. Thank you, divine. Irene, spirit team, their archangels, their divine. Irene. Irene. Oh, that one came out. Oh, okay. You got 2 challenges coming out. Yeah, this is for you. Hey, JD, he's hanging in there. He can't move that whole left side, so I'm here taking care of him. Hey, Jazz, I'm going to close out my list after Heba, okay? Just because I've been on here for a couple hours and I have to help my husband soon. So I'm going to close out after Heba. Oh, Silent, you're welcome. I appreciate you. I'm sending you so much love and light. Irene, you have the Forest Lord first, okay? The Forest Lord represents the duties that come with great power, protecting his subjects, defending their freedom, and safeguarding their sanctuary. Leadership is a privilege. Authority over others must be wielded appropriately and not abused. Sovereignty comes from within and doesn't need to be insisted upon. The Forest Lord's confidence comes from staying true to his noble nature. It's discovering the power from within, Irene. Natural leadership, nobility of character, the power from within. Then you have the 4 of challenges. So if you've been going through like the feels or life has been lifey, this is where the 4 of challenges comes through. It's blossoming in the winter. This card shows that there is an opportunity for you to find some peace, even if you still have challenges ahead. Determine what sanctuary would look and feel like, and then insist on availing yourself of it. When you're in the midst of conflict, taking a time out can often lead to greater clarity and solution to the strife. There's nothing to be gained by pursuing the problem right now. Gathering your inner resources, and the Forest Lord talks about the inner strength, replenishing your spiritual strength. Sanctuary in times of trouble. And behind that, you have the Seeker of challenges. So I don't know if you're already coming out of this or you're feeling it right now, but the challenges are the swords, which can be conflict-ridden sometimes. Not all of them, but usually. An enormous knight stands immovably on the forest path. The white raven blazoned on his shield and the iron feathers on his black armor declare him to be the seeker of challenges. His war horse dances with impatience. He's spoiling for a fight. This could indicate a situation that has reached an impasse, a breakdown in diplomacy, or a movement towards war. You know, it says forceful. And the Forest Lord talks about the power from within not being forced. Sovereignty comes from within and doesn't need to be insisted upon. Maybe it's like you're finding that sovereignty and letting go of ego, right? Not letting go, but integrating. Yeah. I feel like this is all connected to sovereignty and finding peace within the challenges, right? It's a pretty deep reading, Irene. I'm sending you lots of love and light that you may find the right path, that you may blossom within the winter if you're feeling these challenges. And know that sovereignty comes from within. This is where spirit is, okay? I'm sending you lots of love and light with starlight on the bottom of the deck. It's almost like the sunlight card, a very positive card. Okay, sweetie? Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. All right, then I have Karan, Nikolai, and Heba. Karan, love and career. Karan, are you still here? Okay, higher power, source, creator. Message, my cards and my words for Karan. Karan's here seeking spiritual advice and wisdom surrounding their love life and their career. Karan, thank you, divine. Thank you, so much. Love life and career. I said you guide my cards and my words. Karan, love life and career. Karan. What? Love life and career. Thank you, divine. Thank you, source. Love life and career. Karan, love life. Whoa, that one flew. Hold on one second. Oh, okay. So you have the 9 of Spells first, which is like just finding that territory, right? Hold on. 9 of Spells. You might have heard me read it for another person. This card signifies that you have everything you need to accomplish your intention. You have the skills, the experience, the maturity, and most of all, the will to make it happen. No one can stand in the way of your success now. Mark out your territory. It's time to bring forth your full potential of power. I think this is applying to your content. It could be to your content creation or also to your love life, but it's like go forth, right? Like it's like when I first started doing tarot readings, I would have never thought this would be a thing. But it's like I knew that I enjoyed reading for myself, and I knew that it could help others. So it's like, it's a very powerful card. Mastery of inner gifts. Okay, so you already got that one. You understand. All right, then you have the Weaver of Boons. The Weaver of Boons knows just what you need. When you visit her cottage in the forest clearing, the aura of peace and plenty embraces you. The witch's magic is earth-centered, the virtues of plants, the secrets of stones, bird and animal lore, the dance of the seasons. She treasures both the wilderness of the woods and the beauty of her well-tended garden. She is the preserver, nurturer, and healer, feeding both body and spirit with motherly love. If this doesn't represent a person, it can indicate the need for some common sense, an offering of comfort and care, or a monetary windfall. A generous heart grounded in practicality. It's just a positive reading. It's a really positive reading. And then you have the Forge, which is alchemy behind that. I think as far as relationship goes, it's like one of those things like let go and let God with the relationship, and it will happen as you have self-love and you work it and you focus on your content creation. The love will come. The Forge represents the blending of elements to achieve balance. Time spent in fire must be balanced by time and water. The blade is stressed by the flames and then blessed by the living water. Combining stressing and blessing results in strength. Moderation, alchemy, like ascension, strength that comes from enduring suffering. Like alchemizing. You are alchemizing. It's a really positive read. It really is. Things are going to be good. And then you have the Fae on the bottom of the deck. The face, a very positive card. It's going to be good. Go forward with like that positive mindset, right? That's why I love tarot. Usually it reminds me to get out of my ego and in my heart center and know that God's going to, like whatever's supposed to be is going to be, right? Thank you for letting me read for you. I appreciate you. I wish you so many blessings. All right, Nikolai, do you want a general or specific? Yes, to you too. I appreciate it. I need it too. Trust me. Life is really lifey right now for me. So I appreciate that, Nikolai. So lately I've been seeing Michael Jackson in my dreams. Whoa, I'm feeling his energy around me. And our life stories are so similar. Oh, you already know the answer to that. Never. When I first started reading tarot, I was like, oh my God, you're fucking crazy. But every time the cards just kept lining up, and you can't, like, when you see the same synchronicities over and over again, then it's like, come on. Higher power, source, creator of all. Ask that you guide my cards and my words for Nikolai. Nikolai is here seeking spiritual advice and wisdom surrounding their dreams. And of Michael Jackson. And is it a spirit guide? They want clarity surrounding the dream. Oh my God, what in the world? I just wanted to know if you're preparing for doomsday. Can you pickle an onion with an egg? I have no clue what you're talking about. Probably something off the wall. I hope not. All right, Nico, higher power, source, creator of all. Do I need to ban you now? Is this a bad joke that's going to turn really bad? Like mean? Nikolai, higher power, source, my cards and my words. Nikolai, this dream, clarity surrounding this dream. Nikolai, thank you. Nikolai, surrounding this dream, clarity. Thank you, divine. Thank you, source. Nikolai, I call upon Nikolai's archangels and answer. Whoa! Nikolai. I know, Heba. I'm like, do I dare ask Conundrum what the heck they're talking about? Nikolai. You're welcome, Irene. Thank you, Nikolai. Thank you, divine. Thank you, source. Nikolai. I don't know. I feel like that's it. So I was kind of thrown off. 3 flew out, but I was kind of thrown off by the 8 of visions because Nikolai said I thought I was crazy, but I know, right? Look, just when you need clarity, like there's your sign. Dreams of Michael Jackson when you're like a musician? No, that's totally normal. Talking about some doomsday pickled onion egg. What? Tell me about tarot and I'll but what are we talking about doomsday? All right, so your first card is the Wide World, which is a major arcana card. One cycle ends and the next begins. This is a positive card, not a disruptive ending like with the Tower card. This is a card of destiny. Following the council of animals, where you're assessed your progress and aligned it with your greater purposes in life. You've done what you needed to do, even if you're not completely cognizant of it yet. It's time to look towards new horizons. Completion, wholeness, seeing the bigger picture, connection to the world. Getting a pickle and onion with an egg. I know. Stop, Heba. Look, his comment brought probably traction, so it's okay. It's okay. Hey, Sunflower, welcome. I'm actually closing my list with Heba. I'm so sorry. I've just been on here a couple hours and I have a broken husband to tend to, like literally. All right, Nikolai. So I feel like with the Wide World, It says the white heart is here reminding you that enchantment doesn't end at the woodland's edge. In the forest, you can only see a little way ahead of you. In the wide world, you can see much further. I feel like it's such a take the adventure, heed the call. It's such a massive card, and that you're having visions of this other musician that has a sim. Like, of course, he's in your spirit team. Those who've left us and passed on, like, of course, it's, and I know it's only bringing you positivity. So no, you're not crazy. You're seeing the bigger picture. You're seeing that our five senses are part of the 3D world, and you're starting to get in touch with way more than that, the 4D and beyond. Hey, demon Satan, I'm so sorry that I'm sorry. I closed my list today. I like that you put the 444 at the end, though. I did close my list today. Okay, sweetie, I'm sorry. And then I have two more to read for, and then I'm going to end. Nikolai, then you have the Enchanter's Wheel behind that. The Enchanter's Wheel is the great unknown. This is talking about way past, right? The things we can't control or comprehend. They are what they are. Represent structure and stability. Yeah. Life must be engaged in all its complexity if any meaning is to be found in the journey. Very few boons come without their attending challenges, and vice versa. And I know you get that as a musician. Like the flow of life is like that, right? Sometimes there's only one magpie, but another will come in the proper time, changing your sorrow to joy. The 444. Yeah, I couldn't remember. I know it's an angel number, which is kind of like confusing with the demon Satan part. And then the 444, it kind of threw me off, you know. I guess like a balance of evil and good. I don't know. Kind of threw me off. Then you have the 8 of Visions. So I wonder if, like, trying to apply this to like Michael Jackson. The 8 of Visions is like it's a disenchantment with life. So I don't know if you're going through that at points of your career, like in music. Oh, I am outside. You should 666. I know it threw me off, right? Hey Kelly, how are you, sweetie? I am. I'm at my mom and dad's house. So I don't know, Nikolai, this card is of depression and disenchantment, which I know that Michael Jackson went through that too, like depression. He is a legend. He is. But it says expressive grief is much healthier than quietly retreating into a world that denies all joy as well. It can be hard to begin again when your spirits are low. Don't surround yourself with pessimistic companions. Seek wise guidance for those who have found their way out of the murk. So I don't know how it applies, Nikolai. If there's people around you that are being pessimistic, then this could be just a warning, like try to distance yourself from like negative people. Or it could be a card saying, if you feel the shadows, feel the feels. It's healthy to feel the feels. I'm not sure how it applies, but yeah, no. I do not think at all that you're crazy. No. Look, you weren't in here earlier, but there were several people talking about their dreams, and I'm just a little jealous because I don't dream, but I also take like Benadryl to sleep, so it kind of knocks me out. I was taking sleepy time tea and was having more dreams, but when Maddie's accident happened, I was like, I just gotta sleep because I'm busy all day. But this is a beautiful read. It's very positive, and it's just like this one is just saying if you feel the feels when you need to, you know. Look at that, and then you have the Fool, the white heart on the bottom of the deck too. So you had both of the white hearts. Huh. That's pretty cool. That's Michael J. All right, Haban. Do you want a general or a specific? I have a feeling you have to listen to a heart chakra. Oh, Heba, if you only knew. Okay, I'm going to write that down. If you only knew, girl. I haven't been meditating. I haven't even been reading for myself. Like I finally read for myself the other day before I did an online reading. I've been like binge watching TV. It's been like going through the motions. I have not been spiritually fit. So you are so right. Thank you, Nicola. I appreciate you. Heart chakra meditation. I'm going to do it. You're right. And I just told the Sangha earlier, I was like, I'm going to do a meditation tonight. And I'm going to wake up and do one. Well, you were right. And I put it in a cleanse. Yes. I'm going to put that heart chakra and a cleanse. It is needed. Trust me. All right. That's specific. All right. Type it in for me, girlfriend. Yeah, you should play back. I cried at the beginning of this. Like today was a hot mess. Like I was supposed to work. I want to see what's coming in. Okay. I was supposed to tutor, and then, we're staying at my parents' house while Maddie heals because the camper's too little for him. He can't even use this whole side. And mom and dad have a bigger room. And my mom and dad live like an hour and 45 minutes away from here. And the friend that's taking care of all the dogs called me and said that two of the dogs had gotten in a fight and he was scared to get in the pen with them. And so I had to tell my boss I couldn't tutor. I had to go there and separate them and put them on runners. They're fine. Everybody's fine. There was just one thing after another. Another thing happened after that. So it's a hot mess today. But it's okay now. It's better. I appreciate you, Heba. All right. You want to see what's coming in. All right, Kelly, I was going to close with Heba, but you're a regular of mine. So I'm going to close with you instead. After Heba, I'll do a read for you, Kelly, okay? I want to see what you see is coming in. All right, Heba. Power, source, creator of all. Ask that you guide my cards and my words for Heba. Heba's here seeking spiritual advice, wisdom, and connection. What's coming in from them? I call upon Heba's spirit team, her archangels, her divine. Heba, to come in with words of clarity and enlightenment. Heba. Thank you, divine. Thank you, source. Heba. Words of clarity, enlightenment, and connection. Heba. Thank you, source. Thank you, divine. Heba. Clarity, enlightenment. Hey, I like that one. Heba. Thank you, divine. Thank you, source. Heba. Heba. Clarity, guidance. Heba. Heba. Clarity and guidance. What? You got the boons, which is the pentacles. Heba. Thank you, divine. Thank you, source. Guidance for Heba, their ancestors, their spirit team. Okay. So, I love yours. Aw, thank you, Heba. I feel close to y'all too. Y'all are definitely right. Some pentacles. So now it makes me think of the job. What happened? Did you end up asking about the interview, or what happened with that? All right, you have the 9 of boons, or which is the 9 of pentacles. This card is about home and sanctuary. It's like a little fae. I don't know if you do any work with the fae. This place where you gather your strength. Some of your most contented moments are when you are alone in your nest. There are sacrifices in choosing to be solitary, and loneliness can be the price paid for freedom. It takes a strong character to find a healthy balance between solitude and society. It's domestic prosperity, taking care of yourself. But it's funny that you got this, because behind that is the 10 of boons, or 10 of pentacles, which talks about community. So I think it's spirit is this channel. So thank you, Nikolai. I went and they're gonna good, Heba. I'm glad. Look, that's why the pentacles are coming out. But it's funny that you got this 9 of boons, which is talking about balancing solitude with society, community, and legacy. Yeah, because then you have the 10 of boons, which is community. I can read it just in case something else resonates. Community is a basic human need, one that we've sadly gotten away from in these modern times. This card says that your tribe, your clan, your kin await your arrival, or perhaps you are the welcoming one, and gathering halls right where you are. As the last of the boons cards, the 10 remind you that the greatest boon of all is like-minded fellows who stand by you in good times and bad. Yeah, it's community. But it is like balance of solidarity, like hermit mode and community, balancing that, right? And then behind that, you have the Four of Vision. So I don't know if you've been kind of feeling the disenchantment, because this is a bit of a disenchantment card. The Four of Visions. It's like, have you forgotten where you left your bliss? Maybe you've been hoping for an emotional lottery win or an earth-shaking epiphany to awaken your enthusiasm. The truth is, lasting happiness is made up of small moments. And maybe that's just the key part there. Lasting happiness is made up of small moments. It is just a matter of opening your eyes to the wonders around you. I like that. That's a really beautiful one. I've been in a funk. Oh, so I'm going to meet up. Yeah, right? I think so. Yeah. And I think the community is what's going to bring you out of that funk. But even before that, you can. Lasting happiness is made up of small moments. It's a matter of opening your eyes to the wonders around you. I love it. It's a good read. It's a good read. And I'm sending you so much love and light, especially if you've been in a funk. I get it. I do. There's a lot of toxicity at home. Look, with the challenges on the bottom. That's funny that you said that. It's hard, you know. My mom and brother keep butting heads. Oh, girl. Family, I'm telling you, it's where the drama is. I'm sending you so much love and light, heaven. Thank you for, I was going to do a meditation anyways. And the fact that you told me heart chakra, I think you're so on point. I know you're so on point. So, and cleanse. I appreciate that. I'm sending you lots of love and light. All right, Kelly, you're my closing act, sweetie. Do you want a specific or general? Thank you, Heba. I appreciate you. Oh, look at that. I said it as you typed it. Any free, please, for these dear souls. Are you working for? Oh, yes. Look. Thank you for that. Yes, there's a meeting today, actually at 7. It's not far from here. I've been able to go to meetings here. So 33 years. Congratulations. Telepathy. Yeah, right, Heba? Great minds think alike. Great souls think alike. Any free angels, please fly to these dear souls. I am. I'm working it. And I haven't got to meet with my sponsor in a couple of weeks. And I told her, Maud, we gotta meet this weekend. So is match coming in like a beautiful, gentle lamb for me. Is March, you mean March? Coming in like a beautiful oh, Heba, that's what it's for. I needed it too. Trust me, I needed it today. I was like feeling the feels. I was like, let me get on and do a reading. Let me do some readings. Oh my gosh, Kelly. Look, I don't know how I didn't. Like, I should have already had DUIs. I'm thank God I didn't hurt anybody. March. March coming in like a beautiful, gentle lamb. Me too. Me too. Kelly, that's huge. Congratulations. All right, March, Kelly. You can text me anytime. Y'all have my number. If you need to use WhatsApp, you can, or if you just want to text straightforward, you can. Ah, how exciting. Happy early birthday. I love that. All right, Kelly, March, higher power, source, creator of all. Ask me to guide my cards and my words for Kelly. Kelly is here seeking spiritual advice and wisdom surrounding March. I call upon their archangels, their divine. I keep seeing the hanging with suspension, and this one calls it suspension, but it's the hangman, like looking at situations from another angle. I was trying to go home. Look, girl, it was for me. It was alcohol and all of the above. Kelly, seeking guidance for March. Kelly, guidance for March. Thank you, divine. Thank you, source. Kelly, I call upon Kelly's archangels. They're divine to come in with words of enlightenment, clarity. Kelly, March. Kelly, thank you, divine. Thank you, source. Guidance for Kelly in the month of March. Oh, it's the visions. Okay. Kelly. Owls. Okay. Hey, Mama. Hey. Hey. No? I never turned it on. Really? Yeah. I haven't touched it. Yeah, well, because I left, so Daddy turned it on and then I left, so I haven't even touched it. Kelly, March. Okay. You have the Ace of Visions first. Hey, Cat Goddess. Oh, I wish I could read for you. I have to close out, though, after Kelly. I hope I can see you next time. All right, the Ace of... I hope you're doing good, too. The Ace of Visions. The swan's gift to you is a tiny enchanted pool in a secluded glade. When the water is still, it becomes a magic mirror. All that you desire is reflected here. And most importantly, so is your own true self. You have nothing to fear from this. Your swan knows that your true self is noble, pure, and beautiful. Feels like a smooth landing to me. It's serenity, compassion, spirituality, a new way of seeing, a gift of love. Oh, thank you, Cat Goddess. I appreciate you. Thank you for understanding. Then you have the Eight of Spells, which is the owls. The appearance of the owls in our reading signifies news is on the way. It also means that energy is increasing for any endeavor to which you apply your full will and intention. Things are speeding up and moving toward a positive conclusion or reward. Watch the skies. News, incoming messages, swiftness, aiming towards a goal. And the Ace of Visions is new beginnings. So yeah, it feels good. And then you have the Forest Lord. The Forest Lord represents the duties that come with great power, protecting his subjects, defending their freedom, and safeguarding their sanctuary. Leadership is a privilege. Authority over others must be wielded appropriately and not abused. Sovereignty comes from within and doesn't need to be insisted upon. The Forest Lord's confidence comes from staying true to his noble nature, which is what this is showing you too, your beauty within, right? Power from within. One of the meaning at a glance is power from within. Natural leadership, nobility of character. It's a really positive read, Kelly. I love it. Thank you for letting me read for you. I appreciate y'all. This is a good reading. I think it's going to be good, right? And then the Ace of Boons. You have two aces, Ace of Boons on the bottom of the deck. Yeah, it's good. It feels good. It's good. All right, Kelly. Thank you so much. Let me go check on this broken man of mine. Soon he will be better, though. It could be much worse. He's alive. And like his friend said, at least I didn't mess up the moneymaker. All his limbs are attached still. So just a couple of months and he'll be walking again and everything will be back to normal. All right. Thank you so much. Much love. I'll see you on the next one, okay?